So I'm really happy to be here for this announcement today. We work really hard together, and I think as John has said, we've done multiple efforts to try to address the gang problem. And so when they came and said, we think we need to do more in the face of the uptick in crime in Montgomery County, this was not a difficult decision for any of us to make. And what they put forward was that as much as we cooperate with federal authorities, as much as we rely on them, if we're going to do more, we have to be able to do more on our own. We can't be totally dependent on the available of federal resources. And so they're asking for greater resources. And this is absolutely the right thing to do. And it's not an issue. I mean, this is one of those things that went through the county council with no objections going forward, because there's no question about what we have to do. So I'm really happy that we're laying this strategy out, that we're going to put the resources in place, that both the police chief and Mr. McCarthy came forward and said this is what we need, and didn't wait till the next budget, but said we need this now. This problem is now. It's not something that can wait another 6 months or 9 months. It's a problem that you have to address today. I also want to say I'm very happy to see the MOU with the school system. This is a big deal because, you know, for as much as we talk about suppression, we need to cut off the supply of gang members. And there's no better place to address this than to address this in the schools. This is where kids feel disconnected. This is where the kids are struggling with their identity and their place in the community. And this is the place for us to have a presence. And this is going to enable us to have a better presence. And I look forward to that cooperation with the school system. And finally, there's the non-suppression effort of this. There's the part of this that has to be, how do we work with kids, not just in schools, but beyond that. And we're going to be working with some of the nonprofit providers to put together a package of programs that will further enhance what we're doing on the suppression side and what we're doing actually in the schools. So there will be, I believe, a joint committee meeting. We're going to have people come forward. We're going to have a robust discussion about what other tools we think we need by the people that actually work in the field. Because none of us here, except for the police department, is out in the neighborhoods every day. And so we need the resources of the people who are in the community, in the neighborhoods, and doing this work to come to us and say, these are the things we think we need. And I can guarantee you that the council is going to stand behind that request just as we stood behind this request. It's important work, in some ways some of the most important work we do, because if the people in this community can't trust on us to look after public safety, it's really hard to have people's confidence in the long run about everything. And so I'm very happy to be here, and thank you all for coming forward.